Hello, everybody. Since our theme of the week is oral sex, today we are going to dive into some, tips and tricks to make oral sex better for you and your partner. I think I go through 4 tongue motions if you're going down on your partner to try. I go over oral sex positions and tips about deep throating blowjob. I think that's all I cover. But yeah, so let's dive into it. You want to make oral sex the best you've ever had with your partner. Here are some tips and tricks to help guide them through the process. First things first, what do you like? Communicate that to your partner. Plain and simple. No one knows your body like you do. And you need to be able to communicate to your partner, hey, I like when my clit is rubbed this way and or sucked this way. Hey, I like when you're giving me a blowjob when you twist your hands a little bit up at the top. You need to be able to know what works for your body so you can communicate that to your partner because they are not a mind reader. If you are a woman and you are having your partner go down on you, tell them to work their way out to in. So rather than just jumping straight to the clitoris, play with the labia, lick the labia, suck the labia, blow hot air on the labia. This is going to get your partner rip-roaring and ready to go. Indirect stimulation is just as important as direct stimulation. Remember, the clitoris isn't just the spot you see. That's your clitoral hood. It's actually a much larger system. So it is 4.5 inches long and about 2.5 inches wide, and it runs down the sides of the labia. So you can indirectly stimulate the clitoris through playing and stimulation of the labia, and it's going to stimulate the entire network per se, which is going to get your partner hot, rip, roaring, ready to go for you. Same rules apply if you're giving a blowjob. Don't just jump right to shoving their whole penis in your mouth. Lick, suck, tickle, caress the areas around their inner thigh, play with their balls a little, tickle the tip of their penis with your mouth and your tongue or your hand before putting the whole thing in your mouth. It is about teasing. It is about anticipation. This is foreplay before the big act. Lubrication is key. The wetter, the better in any oral sex situation. So when you tease your partner and you build that anticipation, that's going to give their body time to warm up and become naturally lubricated. Now, if your partner is not naturally lubricated, don't be afraid to add a type of lubricant such as a water-based lubricant or a flavored lubricant if you would like something a little bit extra to help the process, Also, spit is a fine lubricant to use for both the vagina and the penis to get it wetter. Don't do the ABCs with your tongue if you're going down on your partner. Do more of a figure 8 motion, that infinity motion with your tongue. This covers more surface area and also does direct stimulation and indirect stimulation by including the labia. For my ladies, if you are lying down, don't be afraid to tuck a pillow underneath your hips to elevate your hips to your partner. Provides a different sensation, makes it a little bit easier for your partner to come down, like literally go down on you, and it helps just make you overall more comfortable. God gave you 2 hands, use them. A lot of people during oral sex make it all about the mouth, which yes, it is about the mouth, but no matter what type of oral sex you're giving, whether you're going down on someone and or giving them a blowjob, use your hands to help you and to provide different stimulation. So for people going down on a person, don't be afraid to use your fingers. Like I said, circle the clit, rub the clit. That is not appealing. Don't do that. Remember to take it slow. The clit is super sensitive, and let your partner key you when to go faster when rubbing. If you're going down on your partner, don't be afraid to use your fingers to provide different stimulation, whether it is circling the clit, rubbing the clit, inserting your fingers into their vaginal canal to stimulate the G spot or the A spot. Whatever works, thrusting in and out helps. That dual stimulation is going to get them a little bit more ready for you. And then if you are giving a blowjob, don't be afraid to use your hands to massage their balls or even to place one hand on the base of the penis so that as you're going up and down, you're also twisting and turning your wrists to provide different stimulation. Also, if your partner is into prostate play or perineum play, don't be afraid to bring your fingers, if you're doing it externally, underneath the balls. There's like a little divot right there, and just push upwards to provide external stimulation on the prostate, or go ahead and insert 1 or 2 fingers into the rectum to stimulate the prostate that way. Deep throating is not a necessity. It gets this thing where every single time you blowjob, you have to deep throat. If you don't like deep throating, if you have a sensitive gag reflex, don't deep throat. Another way around deep throating is by using your hand. So what you want to do is you want to take one hand and cup the base of the penis at the bottom with one hand, and then with your top hand help guide the penis into your mouth. Go down as far as you can until you start to gag or your gag reflex gets hit. That's where you're gonna then adjust your bottom hand and bring it to that spot. That is a cue for you to know, hey, I can insert it this much into my mouth before my gag reflex hits. And then just keep the hand at the base of the penis so the penis feels supported, and it still gives you kind of the same motion as being deep-throated without you choking. There was a recent article written by Cosmopolitan or something that spoke about the 4 tongue movements if you're going down on your partner that women tend to like the most. Those 4 tongue movements are the up and down, the circular motion going side to side, and then rapid pulsing on one spot. So taking your tongue and flicking one spot, mostly the clit, and or sucking on the clit and releasing. Sucking the clit, releasing. That's technically 5. I threw the last one in there, but you get the general drift. Jits of things? Sure. And as far as positions, number 1, it's about what's most comfortable for whoever is receiving so that they can reach like optimal orgasmic state. However, there are a few positions you can play with. You can have your traditional, if you're going down on someone, you can have them on their back and you're in between their legs. Once again, the elevated position where we put a pillow underneath our butt, not your hips. Underneath your butt to elevate your hips so you're kind of more at an angle like this. There is the classic sitting on the face where your partner is lying down and you literally sit on their face with your entire body. Now, if you are going to do this position, it's about trust, communication, and having some type of signal so that the person on the bottom doesn't suffocate. Although I know a bunch of men would be like, I'd be glad to suffocate. Yeah, I know. But we still want some type of communication so that if the weight becomes too much, you can easily lift off of them. But if you're sitting on their face, you can ride their face that way. If you are not comfortable fully putting all of your weight on your partner's face, if they want you to sit on their face, there's another position. It's called like all hail to the queen. And it's where your partner is lying down and the person on top is actually on their knees. So it's not like they're loading their weight onto their face, but it gives you the exact same type of stimulation, but the person who is receiving the oral sex is bearing most of the weight through their leg. I have pictures of all of these, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get reported if I post them. So I'm sorry, you're just going to have to go by descriptions. Another one is called the Wet and Wild. This one's fairly easy where the giver is sitting down like this and the receiver is standing in front of them. Their genitalia is here. You can wrap your leg around their shoulders and they are sitting while you are standing and you are getting oral sex this way. It also works if you reverse genders as well. If you both want to receive oral sex, there is the traditional 69 position, which normally has one partner lying on a bed or a couch while the other partner is lying on top of them, like flipped, so feet to face. And this position, some people love, some people don't like it because the person on top can feel like they're literally like laying on the person on top of them. So if you want to try 69, but you don't want to be lying on top of your partner, just do it on the side. So where each of you are lying on your sides and giving oral sex to each other that way. Another position could be your partner that has the vagina is lying down with their legs spread open as the other partner actually comes from the side. So their body is running perpendicular to your body so that they can lick the clitoris and the labia more side to side. It makes it a little bit easier, and it could be just a little bit more comfortable rather than going your traditional kind of straight at it position. And I think this is the last one I have. If you are giving a blow job, you can, if there's a bed or a couch, you hang with your head off the bed and or couch while your partner with the penis is standing up next to you. This gives them more leverage to insert themselves and pull themselves out. Another lovely term for this is skull fucking. I don't know the correct, more medically scientific term, but that is a position as well. And also, you always don't have to be on your knees if you are giving a blowjob. That's a huge misconception. Number one, it's fairly uncomfortable to be on your knees for that long. And number two, if you're trying to deep throat, the angle is wrong, and that's actually going to make you gag more. The best position for deep throating is to have your partner lay on their back, spread their legs, and you come, no pun intended, in between their legs and allow gravity to work for you. So bringing their penis to their mouth and then you tipping over and then taking it in that. And that is all that I have for you guys today, which is a lot more than I actually thought I had initially when I came up to do these stories. As always, if you have any questions, DM me, or snap me, and I will address them in the future when I get a chance. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.